What's up, guys? So I'm back from vacation, and we're back for more Satisfactory. So we're starting today differently than usual. So I finished. This is the finished circuit board factory. So what I have is on each floor there's 4 rows of 10 assemblers, and there's 4 floors. And we're using the circuit board. Yeah, of course we're using the circuit board recipe to make the circuit boards. The Caterium circuit board recipe. That's what I meant to say. So, the floors are basic, and the exterior is very basic. So, I didn't find a reason to show this, and I don't have a way up to the floors. But I realized there wasn't really a point in me showing the construction of this. So that's why I'm just briefly showing off the finished product here. We'll throw up our sign. So let's get in here, go to our layout. Second one. Circuit board. Layout. Elements. And we have 1400 potential. That's per. Okay. So that's done. So then the question becomes, what are we doing today? So we're going to throw a train down, and then we're going to go look and start putting the exterior on our other factory I made. So the other factory I made is cable and wire. I actually did it all in the same building because the wire, I did the iron wire, so it only needs one resource. And then cable, I just did the basic one, so it only needs wire. So rather than having it travel from one to another, I just made it overflow into, the wire overflows into the cable section. So this, I actually got done right before I left for vacation. But I didn't have the time to make the episode about it. So really traffic. It's a pretty short ride, so that's why I'm going to show it. But of course, we're stuck behind another train. But I guess that gives me time to talk. So I finished this before vacation. I'm still dealing with jet lag a little bit. But my idea was, I have shown enough videos of me building factories where it's just lines of assemblers or manufacturers. No, assemblers or constructors. I did one manufacturer. So that's why I jumped ahead and just got 3 done. So the new rule of thumb I'm trying to do with the Satisfactory videos is to show off something either new or unique. So what that means is there's going to be slightly less satisfactory, but each one should be a little bit more different. Like I said, I feel that they're kind of getting repetitive, and I don't want to just keep putting videos out of the same thing over and over again, which I kind of started getting, I noticed that it was kind of becoming a pattern, so I don't want to do that. So yeah, So that's going to be the rule of thumb. So this one is a little, like I said, I'm going to go put an exterior. I want to try something different with the exterior. So what I'm trying to do is I want to have like almost like an orange spiral around the exterior. It's going to be windows, and then actually that's it up there on the right. But I want to have it kind of like a solid, like almost spiral around the outside. So I'm going to see if we can do that with the blueprints. So this is going to be a very basic blueprint. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, so like I said, from now on Satisfactory videos, a little more spread out. It should be a little less repetitive. As we go to, you can see on the left here, the really far left, that's the rubber factory from the previous episode. But this floating platform factory thing here is the like temporary computer factory. So that should be switched over to, I think it's going to be supercomputers. Yeah, it might be supercomputers. Let me see, I got the high-speed connectors. I have the other one, crystal oscillators. So yes, I think that's going to be switched to supercomputers. But yes, coming up on our cable and wire factory. As the map loads in here. So our save is still stable. I noticed I did have like had a couple crashes randomly. But it seems like it's mostly when I use the hypertube and jump across the map too fast. I'm actually gonna jump off here. This is how it looks so far. Get rid of this. Actually, he's gonna skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna make our signs for copper and for wire and cable. Good think of the word. So the wire one has 26. So it's 22.5 times 26 times 8. So I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. And then where we have a red one here. Just not selected. And this one, ooh, we're lagging a bit here. It's 30. It's 13 times 8 times 30. 20. Okay, so let's go down and make our signs. Yeah, we're struggling a bit here. Okay. Let's go display. Our cable image. That layout. So this one was 3120. Digital. And this one was 2680. Layout, and good. So I had a weird issue with the rails here. So the two stations in there, we actually had to keep in the same, I forget what the term is, within like the same signal. So I couldn't put signals at the doors here like I've been. I don't know why, but when I did, the trains wouldn't leave. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's just something weird. Before we do the exterior too, I want to try to figure out something. So since I got two parts in here, the sign's going to be weird. We're going to try to figure out how we're doing the sign. Put that there. See, I've done all these signs the same enough that I know the measurements already. Actually, I should blueprint this. Maybe I'll do that off camera. I'll make the blueprint for this. Keep forgetting how nice the blueprints are. It definitely helped make this a lot faster. It's been helping me make the buildings a lot faster too. But I do think I will say, I think they did find a good balance of making building faster, but not making it too easy. Because I know they were worried about, with the blueprints, about just making it so you could just, you know, make crazy stuff really fast. Get this backwards. So I think they, whatchamacallit, they got a good balance. I think they need to make some adjustments with the, I think what we do, I think they need to make some adjustments with the blueprints though. Let's see. I think that's how we're going to do it. And then what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll change the background on the Christmas stuff, on the smaller sign. Select. Okay. I don't have any rods on me. That's weird. Nope, nope. That's what we want. Yeah. Yeah, I'll change that, 234283. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that code. I'll change it afterwards. But okay, for here, what we're gonna try to do, special, the blueprint designer, and I learned the blueprint designer. It's fine. If stuff's floating because of like uneven ground, or like in this case it would be like the vegetation sticking through, it will be floating anytime you make it. Because in one of my blueprints, one of the constructors is uneven, and now it floats in all of them that use it, which is just super. Okay. So what we need to do, first of all, I can't float. Okay. So come to our walls. I think just 2 high should be good. So what I want to make is it's very simple. Yeah, we're gonna start with that. That, and that. That's all I want. In theory, this should help a lot. Spiral. I don't know if I spelled spiral correctly, and I'm not gonna check. I'll use that as the image. Save, clear designer. So let's see if this works. Goddamn leaves, get out of the way. So now if this worked the way I want it to, I'll leave the designer there because we may still need it. If it worked the way we want it to, fly up here. That there to start. Go to our blueprints. Why are you not snapping right? That there. Okay. So that's not working. It's not snapping the right way. Before I change it, let me see one thing. Behind it, we're going to use just regular glass walls is fine. Oh, I forgot to turn the zoom on. do this first, then what does it do? See how it reacts to that. So let's try that instead. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Okay. So that's the plan of action. I'm going to use this to close it with the glass first, and then we're going to go around and use the blueprint to do the spiral. The reason we're using the blueprint is because I don't want to have to keep switching back and forth between the incline and the inverted. So what we're gonna what I think we'll do. Okay. So what I'll do before I go is I'll show off the spacing. I'm just gonna do it off camera, and then we'll just end on some beauty shots of the building before the end, because we already labeled everything. I gotta wait for the 20-minute autosave. This is just a result of the save being so long. Check where we're at, but I think we're closing in on 800 hours, I think, for this save. Which is impressive. But I'm well aware of how long that is. But what I did on this save, which I regret, and next time I play this, whether it's full release or next time I play it, I start from scratch. I think it'll be a full release. We'll be during full release 1.0. But what I regret what I did was I built like basic factories and then left the game running, so it would just build up over time. So like an example, say I was making like 100 rods a minute or something, I would just like, you know, put a big storage container and let the game run. So that added a lot of time to the total play amount, which I regret that I did that. Turn Zoop off. Okay. Spacing's gonna be a little weird, but that's fine. Last but not least, here, right? 3, 2, 4, 6, 7. No, there's where I want it. Okay, so I'm gonna get this exterior done. I'm just gonna show some shots of the completed building, and that'll be it for me. So, with completing these 3 production lines, that means next time we can just do computers. So for that, we're going to use the blueprint designer to make a manufacturer setup, and then I actually have an idea for the building, like a unique looking building, and I'm pretty sure I saw it from someone on Reddit. But so I will see everyone later. Stick around so you can see what this looks like. So later.